What's up, everyone? It's Joanne.
And Giselle.
Just two sisters on a podcast, here to discuss any and everything.
Welcome back to your morning cup of
Joe
and Jiz. Let's get into it.
All right, so we're getting into it.
Yeah.
What is your rave or rant or both that you had this week?
Yeah, so this week was exciting for us. We had went to North Carolina to go for Neil's graduation.
Okay.
So we flew out there, and first off, we almost missed our flight. Because
How do you almost miss your flight?
Because he was the one that booked it, so he scheduled it, and then he told me, okay, we leave Friday. And then the ceremony was Saturday, so I was like, okay, in my head, I was thinking Friday morning, we're going to leave, get there Friday night. So then, like, the week of comes, and then he was like, yeah, we leave Friday night, da-da-da-da, yada, yada, yada. And then in my head, I'm like, that's kind of, cutting it close. Like, we're going to get there, like, Saturday morning, if anything.
And the graduation was on Saturday?
And, the graduation was on Saturday. So I was like, that doesn't make sense, but whatever. Mm-hmm. So then the day before comes, Thursday. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, hey, like, can you send me the boarding pass ticket and whatever? So he sends it to me, and then I look at it, and then I was like, why does it say depart Thursday? This time, whatever. And he was like, what? And he looked at the actual website, and he was like, oh, looks like we got to start packing because we're leaving today. And I was like, oh my goodness.
So you asked him for it on Thursday?
On Thursday.
And you guys were supposed to leave that day?
That day, yeah. So thank goodness I checked because we would have missed it. And
All together.
So,
gosh.
Thank goodness, yeah. So we did it. We flew there, and then we had his whole graduation thing, and it was fun. Like, the town itself is really quiet and small. There's not a lot of things to do there. Mm-hmm. We were in Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
So
isn't that like the
main
capital?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah. So he had his graduation there, and I just wanted to brag a little bit because I'm so proud of him. Like, he did such a good job. He worked really hard. He got a bachelor's degree in 2 years rather than 4, so he was like on it with his classes.
Oh, he really worked his ass off.
Yes, and he was doing that while working full-time night shift. So he was like lack of sleep, just all that. But he still did it, and he graduated summa cum laude.
Wow.
So good job. Yes. He deserved that. So that was the whole reason why we flew out and went there, because he, that's a big accomplishment for him, so he wanted to do the whole walk and have the whole thing. Oh, good. So it was fun.
Yeah,
it was nice. But I did want to mention, because we did travel and all that, I noted down a big ick of mine of traveling. If you are one of these people, slap yourself. You need to understand how things work in an airplane. So when you are on an airplane and the plane lands and you are waiting to deboard the plane or whatever, if you're one of those people who stands up as soon as the plane lands, you need to sit your ass back down and wait your turn. Yeah. And then it goes it should be. The front people get their bags, and then row by row, everyone go. Yeah. So it pisses me off when the farthest seat in the back gets up and goes and waits and blocks everyone, and where are you going? The doors aren't even open yet.
They ain't even letting you out.
Yeah. Calm down. I get it if you are trying to miss a connecting flight. Yeah. I've had those moments where they're like, yeah, I'm sorry, I have a connecting flight, and they go, fine, it's okay, but
I guess.
Yeah. But still, no, learn how to deboard a plane correctly. Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Ick.
Yes, it pissed me off so much. Okay. Anyways, enough about that. And you, what's your rant and rave or rave?
I would say my rant is all this rain and all this cold weather.
It's very cold.
In between nice days and nice weather.
Yeah.
I can't stand the rain. I mean, I love rain if I could just be at home.
Yes.
But if I have to drive around, I want to just be at home if it's raining.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And then it's cold, so we can't do anything. I can't really bring her to like the park or whatever.
True.
So that's my rant.
Yeah, it sucks because you like, it's nice having those rainy days, stay at home, but when it's like a week worth or a week's worth,
and then it's like rain, like it'll rain and then not rain and then rain. It's like every other day, and it's like just go days in a row, and then let us have days in a row of good weather.
Yeah,
and I don't like it because then Jordan gets sick.
Oh, because the on and off.
Because the weather change and all that. So then she gets sick because her body's like trying to adjust, and then it's back to regular weather and then back to cold and rainy, you know.
Yeah.
There's that. But that's my rant.
Yeah.
My rave, though, is that Jordan has been on a good sleep schedule.
Oh, good.
So there's no more fighting with me in the morning to get ready. Nice. She doesn't like say, "Oh, I need more sleep,"
or about waking up in the morning
because
for school.
She sleeps early now.
Oh, good.
And then she'll wake up when I wake her up. She's not sleepy. She's not tired, so she'll like just wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a parenting win, if you know what I'm talking about. The arguing and the I don't want to wake up. I don't want to get up, and I'm like, girl, it's time to go.
Yeah. Ooh, just wait until she has school every day.
I know, but I think by then hopefully she'll be good.
Oh yeah,
because then it starts even earlier. Right now she starts at 8:30, so it's okay. But I think when she actually starts like TK, it's like 7:30 I think, or 7:40. So she will have to sleep early. She'll have to get that. So another rave of mine is that I got a new job.
Wow. Yes. Congrats.
So thank you. So it's still a nursing job, but not really patient care.
Okay.
So I really don't see any patients.
Okay.
I'm doing like case management.
Yes.
So after my probationary period, which is like 90 days, they said I'll be able to work from home.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just Monday through Thursday. I'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. If a holiday lands on a Monday, it's an automatic 4-day weekend.
Oh, great.
And then 10-hour shifts, but it's like from 6:30 a.m. to 5.
Okay.
So far it's been flying by. It's been going fast, so I'm not really worried about it because there's like it's like busy.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited.
Good. Yeah.
About that.
Are you planning on keeping like the other job too?
That I don't know, because I've also signed up for stuff that we talked about in our goals.
Oh.
So
nice.
I signed up to do the eyebrow class.
Oh, good.
So I'm just waiting I sent my information, so I'm waiting for an email
back. Okay.
To see if I could get into one of their trainings.
Okay.
And then I also signed up for what is it called? A cupping. To get cupping certification.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So those are the two trainings right now.
I've been wanting to. Can you cut me?
Yeah.
Can I be a model?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy for you. That's exciting.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So I'm like good off of like being patient in like with the patient.
With patients.
So
yes.
it's like another step out of that.
Exactly.
You know?
And then stepping into the whole like beauty industry and all. So stemming off of like the whole jobs and stuff, I really wanted to talk about, like the careers or the jobs that we've been through, our first jobs and, like all that. So I just wanted to start off with a question just to like get the ball rolling, the conversation going.
Okay.
So as a kid, what did you want to be first? Like, did you picture yourself growing up?
I really wanted to be a teacher.
Really?
For like the longest time. I think like up until I graduated high school, that's what I thought I was going to do, was be like a teacher.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know like what grade yet or what, but I feel like that's what I wanted to do. Even when I was like younger, I was like, oh, I'm going to be a teacher. Yeah. And then when I graduated high school, I was like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what I want to do in my life. Yeah. So I ended up taking like a year off because I was I have no idea what I want to do.
Interesting. Yeah. So what did you do during that year? Just worked? Or?
Just worked. So I did sign up for school. I signed up for Grossmont.
Community, right?
Yeah. But when I decided that I was going to go back to school, like by the time I did, it was like kind of late. So all the classes that would like go in order or whatever was like taken. So then my schedule was all messed up. It'd be like an early class, and then I'd have like a 4-hour break. Oh. And then come back. And then have an hour break, and then have a late class. And I was like,
oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
And I was like,
day.
oh, why did I sign up so late, you know? Yeah. And then eventually I was like, okay, I don't even know what I want to do. I don't even know whatever. So then I like stopped, and then I just took like a year off. Yeah. And then by the time like after a year, maybe even less than that, I did take a year off, but it was like less than a year when I was like, oh, I need to do something with my life. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So then that's how nursing came about.
So why nursing?
So we have that stigma, right? Yeah. That yep. No. Asians should follow like in the healthcare field or whatever. But honestly, I think I went into it like at the time like, okay, well, this is how people make money. Yeah. You know, like income wise. Mm-hmm. But then like getting into it and then into school or whatever, and then if you know me, I'm like always want to take care of people. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So then I was like, oh, but now I really don't know like what I would have been doing if I didn't go that route.
I see.
Like I don't picture myself in another career in that part of my life. Yeah. Or that time period of my life. Got it. Uh-huh. And then like I said in the previous episode, I feel like just with the pandemic, it kind of like just made everybody different. Mm-hmm. And so like I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, but I feel like a lot of healthcare professionals feel like this isn't something they want to do anymore.
Yeah, which is valid. Yeah. Like,
so I feel like, I mean, a lot of my nursing friends are doing like getting into more med spa, you know, and trying to get out of that acute care, you know? Yeah. And not that I don't want to be a nurse anymore. It's just like these people, like,
can be, so mean. The audacity.
Yeah. Ooh, so I'm like, I don't know. So what about you? What was like as a kid, what did you think you were going to get into?
Yeah, as a kid, it was a lot of vet, a lot of animal. Because I knew, well, for a while, because of the whole stigma, I thought, okay, medical field, but I'm not really into, like, people like that. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I, like, love animals, so that, you know, like, makes sense. But as soon as I hit, I want to say high school, that's when I knew, like, that's when I found out how much schooling vet is, and I was like, that's not for me. Yeah. So like same for you, like right after high school, I just didn't know what to do. I did attempt the whole like college thing, and I was going on and off for a good like 5 years.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, but still no degree, which is fine, you know.
But, you know, some people, school's just not their thing.
Exactly. Yeah. And during that time of trying the whole college thing, I was starting to work because I didn't get my first job until like after I graduated. So the whole thought of, oh, I'm making money, I want to make more money, so I want to put in more hours at work than in school, you know? Yeah. So my motivation just wasn't there. And then I just kept changing my degree. I didn't know what to do. Yeah. So finally I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to stop going in general, stop, you know, wasting my time, wasting my money, and wait till I figure out what I want to do. Yeah. And then that's when I found aesthetics, and then so I just went to school for that, and then
the program wasn't long, so you were like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And now I'm licensed. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, totally different than a vet for sure.
Yeah. And I like when we totally saw you as a vet too, just because anytime any pets we had or any animals, they gravitate towards you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So I'm like, you're like Dr. Doolittle a little bit, you know?
But the thing is, like, I can't, like, deal with them hurt. Like, even now with Layla, with our cat now, like, he has, like, a little limp and he needs to take meds. And with him, you have to force it down his throat. And I tried it one time. Nope, I felt too bad. I'm making my husband do it now.
Yeah, and that's how I feel like, okay, so in nursing, I could not, like for my whole career, I've chosen specifically not to work with kids.
Oh, okay.
I love kids.
Yes, yes.
But I couldn't work with them, especially if they were sick.
Uh-huh,
you know?
I see.
Just because it's like they're beginning their life.
Yeah.
You know? Like I'd probably cry all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Being there, you know?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then I also said I wouldn't be able to work in hospice. Which hospice kind of gets a bad rep.
What's hospice?
It's kind of like end of life care.
Oh, like they're like
so we're just trying to keep comfortable. Oh, you know.
Okay.
But for some, like, I don't get attached to a lot of patients just because I know, like, I can't handle that. And there's been, like, I want to say maybe 3 that I did get attached to, and then when they passed away, I was like, oh, heartbroken. God,
yeah,
you know. And so I knew that was another area I couldn't get into nursing. Like, I couldn't work in hospice because, you know, you get attached to your patient and then their family, and then they pass.
Exactly.
And then you're like grieving like a family member, you know? And so I was like, okay, those are the 2 areas that I'm not going to be able to work in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. Emotionally.
Yeah. For my mental and emotional health, I for sure know I wouldn't be able to do that.
Exactly.
So you didn't get your first job until after high school.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So totally opposite, because I've been working since I was 15.
Oh, what? As soon as you could, you did.
Yes. Okay. And I don't know how it works now, but when I was 15, you could. Not a lot of places would let you work, but if you found a place, then you could get a work permit from your school. I think your counselor had to sign you off, and then your parent had to sign you off. Okay. So if you had those 2 signatures, and I think you had to keep up like your GPA.
Yes.
I don't know if it was like a 2.5 GPA or a 3.
Okay.
But if you could, then you could get your work permit and be able to work.
Okay.
And so I did, and it ended up being at SeaWorld. Okay. So then I only worked SeaWorld during the summer. Okay. So it was...
And you still needed a work permit for that?
Yeah, because it's because you're underage.
Oh, okay.
So it's letting the employer know, like, my parent consents.
Got it.
And it's not affecting my school.
I see.
So that's why your counselor, I think, signed you off, and then your parent.
Okay.
So, yeah, so then I ended up working 2 summers at SeaWorld.
Okay. Doing what?
The first year I did, like, admissions, like, in the front of the park.
Oh, okay.
So, like ticketing? People taking the tickets, and then also in the parking lot.
Oh,
like, directing the traffic. And then the second year, I worked at a gift shop. That was okay.
Yeah.
It was like, but, like, my first year was probably, like, the most fun. Like, I made so many friends, and then I still talk to some of them.
Wow.
After that, so senior year, and then senior year, I ended up getting a job, at Little Caesars, because then that's how I paid, you know, I was like, I need a job because I need to pay for all my senior stuff.
Yes.
So I was like, senior activities, prom, all that.
Yeah.
So then got a job that way. But before that, random, I got like a babysitting job. Okay. For some lady. I don't know if she was like, I think she said she was like a sidekick, and she needed like, I don't know.
Interesting.
But her son was maybe like 4. Yeah. And she just needed someone to watch him a couple hours so she could do her thing.
I see.
You know?
Okay.
I think I did it 2 days. And I was like, yeah, no, this
really?
is not for me. Because I'm just like, look at, like, it was not for me.
I see. No, yeah.
No. But then after that is when I found like Little Caesars, and then did that for a couple years.
And that was during your senior year?
Senior year, and then when I took my year off.
Okay.
College. Okay. That stayed on. I was doing that. And then when I decided to go to school for nursing, then I ended up leaving Little Caesars, and then I got into a lab.
Okay.
Doing data entry.
Okay.
So I would enter like the lab orders or whatever.
Got it.
And then after that, I was just in school doing that like in the morning and then going to school at night. Mm-hmm. And then that was it. And then I got my license and then I've been nursing ever since.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, totally opposite from you, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I think by the time you were in high school, I was already working as a nurse.
Yeah, I mean, for as long as I can remember, you've always been working. Like, I remember you getting home from SeaWorld and then you give me like $1 or $2 to massage your feet.
Yeah. So I feel like, I think in high school, I like told you and Jen not to work. Like, just focus on school, and if you guys need something, just tell me.
Yeah.
So I think Jen too. Maybe Jen worked her senior year. I don't remember,
so.
But I don't think it was like. I think it was like a summer job.
Yeah, it was just seasonal.
I said don't work, because then I would just whatever you guys want, just tell me and I'll get it, because I would rather you guys focus.
Yeah.
On school than having to work.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So that I was gonna ask, did you feel like you had to work, or was that your choice? At 15.
Working at 15 was like my choice.
Okay.
Because I wanted
to start working. Yeah.
I wanted money.
Yes.
You know, I'm in high school.
Yeah.
And the mom was a single mom. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I kind of felt guilty every time I had to ask her for money. Okay. So then I was like, well, if I could work and they're giving me a work permit, why not? Work, and then, so then I was able to buy my own school supplies for the next school year,
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Honestly, I don't even remember where all the money went.
Yeah. I mean, you paid for all your stuff. Like.
So, I mean, yeah. So when, like, I literally, like, put myself through school.
Exactly.
Yeah. Especially, like, going from LVN to RN. Mm-hmm. I had help from mom. She, like, signed up for, like, some school loans. Mm-hmm. But for RN, I literally worked
to put off.
Myself through school.
Yeah.
Working full time. Because they take your income.
Yeah.
And they don't realize, like, when you're going to go to school full time, your income's not the same. Mm-hmm. But they're taking that as your income.
What?
So it was like, oh, you're making this amount of money. Yeah. When I'm working, I'm not trying to work full time because I'm trying to be in school.
Exactly.
But yeah,
they don't take that into account.
That's kind of what's wrong with our system. Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then you did have to take out loans.
Yes.
Okay.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
Because I'm still paying it off.
Still? I thought you were done.
No. It's on hold right now because of the whole, they're trying to figure out if they're going to take off that however much Biden said, which is dumb. They should just approve it.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know why. Why is it so
just
complicated?
Approve it. And then, so I'm still paying on the school loans, but right now it's on pause for that. And then during pandemic, I did end up getting my bachelor's and my master's just because there was nothing to do.
Yeah,
everyone was
well.
on lockdown. So why not? And so I did it online, got that. So working after high school.
Yeah.
What was your first job?
So my first job was a trampoline amusement park where families would go, but it was indoors. So it was like in a warehouse type deal. So I dealt with a lot of kids and families. I was there for about a year and I did like different things. I started with starting as like a party hostess where I would like host the birthday parties, like essentially babysit the kids in that group and then take them around the park. Hated that. So I changed departments and I worked in the obstacle course department.
Oh, okay.
So that one was a little bit more tolerable because that one you had to be a certain height. So it was older kids.
Oh.
So it was easier to be like, no, don't do that, you know? Yeah. But that job itself was birth control in itself. Yeah, I can't do kids. That's when I knew kids weren't my thing.
But it is different when it's your own.
Yes, a lot of people say that. Yes. Yeah, we'll see. Just kidding, no. But I remember, because I was there for, I want to say a year. I don't know if it's over, but around that time, I was looking for some type of promotion or whatever. And I guess I was expecting it and I didn't get it. So it was like okay, let me look else place, whatever. That's when I started keeping my options open. And then luckily, like this random day, I remember it was a day that I was covering somebody, so I wasn't even supposed to be in, but I went in, and then this family came in, like, you know, like dads and their kids, and then the dads approached me, or they were gonna go up the obstacle course, and then I gave them my spiel, I said what I had to say, and then they're like, hey, like, how much do you make here? And I was like, minimum. Yeah, like so and so, whatever. And then they're like, oh, like, would you want to make like 3 times more? And I'm like, what? I'm doing what? You know, sketched out these adult men coming up to me.
What you mean about what about to do?
Yeah. And then they're like, wait, how old are you? So even that, I was like, I think I was like 19 at the time, about to be 20. So then they're like, yeah, did you want to be a dealer? And I was like, of what? You know?
What am I dealing?
Like dealing what? So then they like introduced themselves. Bad way to like come at me, but they're like, yeah, we work at a casino, you know,
they should have led with that.
That's what I'm saying, first of all. So
they should have led with that.
But yeah, so they were explaining the position and how they gave me their business card, and they're like, yeah, just email us your information, and then when interviews come out, we will tell you, you know. So as soon as that happened, I was excited because that was my out from the trampoline place, because
see, it's all timing.
It's just things happen for a reason. Yeah. And then it was good thing too, because at that time in my life, I was going through my like toxic relationship, and he was my supervisor at the trampoline park. Yeah, so that was another like holding me back type deal. So me getting the job at the casino, it was a way for me to like cut things off, completely, you know. So it was it was good,
just good,
all around. Good. Yes, all around. And it was a casino job. It was good money. It was adult money at 19 years old, you know. Right. So yeah, that was my first job. And in total, my like work history, I've only, including the job I'm at now, I've only had 3 jobs in my life. So it was that was about it. I was at the casino for the next 6 years, and then I left to do aesthetics.
Well, doesn't matter how long your work history is.
Exactly. I mean, it means I'm committed to the company, right? So this is a question that I ask everybody, you know, just as like a general question, get to know them. So in a perfect world, if anything you do, and that means anything, it could be a real job now, a career, or like a made up job, if that thing pays you 6 figures, what would that thing be? What would you want to do for the rest of your life? And it could be as simple as like being a Costco food sampler, passer outer, you know?
So if anything paid me 6 figures and I could do whatever I want.
Yes.
Easy, hands down, would be a travel blogger.
Same. I said the same exact thing.
I would travel
and get paid for it.
Exactly. I would travel and then do like food reviews or something.
Or culture review, place reviews.
But travel blogger for sure.
Yes.
Because then I'm going around the world.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm getting paid for it.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you.
That's what you would do?
That's what I would. Okay. That's like my main thing. Yeah, to travel.
Because if I could travel now and like have them still have income, I would go do it.
Exactly. Now I'm working to travel. Like that's how I see money. You know, like I see money as like a way to experience memories and
so it's
all
like,
that.
Yeah, so you have like you're basically working so that way you put money away to travel.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. So if I could, shoot.
If I could travel and I'm getting paid.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yes.
Dream job. If anybody out there,
please, we'll go review.
Want to pay me to travel? Call me. Please. Yes. Yeah, that was like easy.
Exactly.
Hands down, that's what I would do.
In like a perfect world, I wouldn't work at all, honestly. Just live my life. Yeah. You know? But money has to come in somehow, right? Yeah. But would you say that you're on like a good career? Like you're happy about it? You don't regret?
No, I think I don't regret like my career choice because I love nursing. Like I love, there was patients that I loved so much, and and just like me helping other people. That's like what makes me feel good. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't regret my career choice. I think if anything, my regret is like being loyal to a company that doesn't deserve your loyalty. Exactly. Or like staying too long out of loyalty. I see. When I probably, should have left way before, because I feel like me walking away from my last job, like, and not have anything lined up. Yeah, that was bold. That was, Don't get me wrong. It was like scary, to leave. But I feel like if I didn't leave at that time, then I would have probably been there another year or two, Yeah. And just staying there. And I feel like the time I did it, it was just that extra push, like what was said to me, I was like, oh, that was like your my breaking point, I think. I was like, excuse me. Yeah. I'm like, okay. And it happened to be like on a Friday too. So then I was like, you got to sit on it. Yeah. Not even sit on it. I feel like when we left, walking to the car, I was like, can you believe that ish? And I was like, I'm done. And I text my 2 coworkers and I was like, yeah, I'm over it. Yeah. I'm putting my notice in. Wow. So from that Friday, how long did you actually leave? So I think I gave them a 3-week notice. Oh, that following Monday? Yeah, you gave them the notice. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. No, I think maybe not that Monday. I think it was like that Wednesday. I sent it in. And then I was like, okay. But because I love my doctor so much and like my 2 office mates that were in there, like I was like, okay, at least let me get everything situated before I leave. There at your job. Yeah. Okay. Like, let me make sure my doctor's okay. Yeah. Into the new year. So I was like, okay, let me give a 3-week notice. And then the 3 weeks would have been at the end of December. And so in January, it's like, I'm fresh. New year, no job, nothing. Yes. So, I mean, yeah, it's scary because I've never left a job without having something lined up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it was like, oh, where are you going? Nowhere. Yeah. I'm gonna be home. I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. Exactly. But no, I don't no regrets on that decision. It was needed. Yeah. And I feel like it just let me, I was like missing out on bringing Jordan to school, and being able to pick her up. Just being a mom. Yeah. And then, so then like for what, 3 months maybe? 3 months because it's already March. Yeah. And I just started this one. Yeah. So like 3.5 months, I've been able to like pick her up, bring her to school, and she like loves it. Yeah. And then we get to go hang out, go out in the middle of the week. I'm not like cranky. Exactly. Just like you're not worn out. No. Yeah. And then being stuck in traffic all the time, going to work, coming from work. It was just a lot. Yes. And I was like, I was like really like, am I like, are you gonna do this for the rest of your life? Yeah. And then even had like I even was like second guessing myself because I was like, should I take back my notice? You know,
okay,
you know. So there was, I mean, don't like I would like there was times I was thinking about like, oh, should I just take it back?
Yeah,
you know, like did I act
just impulsively
and like out of anger? You know, but then I was like, no,
you don't deserve that.
This ain't the first time it happened. You know, and I'm like, it's just gonna keep on happening. So I was like, I'm out. Good. And then my other coworker was like, I'm out too. Then
good.
Yeah. So, I mean, it all worked out for the best. I found like just timing because then I get this job.
Yes, that's work from home. So then I still get to be home with her. Exactly. But she'll be in school. But you know what I mean? Like I'll be home versus in traffic. Exactly. So I think it's just all timing. Yeah. And it's how everything worked out. Yeah. No, everything happens for a reason. Yes. I strongly believe that.
That's like, I agree with that 100%. But speaking of believing in stuff, so if you like win the lotto or came up on some money that, you know, that is for the rest of your life. Okay. Just lotto amount of money.
Okay. A lotto money.
Yeah. What, like, and it's going to take care of you for life.
For life? Yeah. There's no, it won't run out on me? Okay.
No. Okay. What would be the first thing you get?
First thing I buy?
Yeah.
Like after all the lawyers and like paperwork and all that?
Yeah.
After...
Like don't even think about it. It's just what would be the first thing that you get?
Buy for myself.
Whatever. Oh. Just the first thing in general, like anything. Okay. For you, for whoever, what is the first thing that you are going to get with your money?
Because the first thing I'm thinking of is paying off all my debt. Being debt free. Okay. So paying off my car, paying off all that's already done. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
What's the first thing you're gonna get, and then why?
First thing has to be a house. Okay. Like paid in cash, full. Don't worry about it no more. Okay. Because even you said it's for life money. Yeah. Like just in case I want to have a home. You know, like for sure. So I'll get a house, and I want to say my first instinct is to make sure my family, at least, meaning like you, mom, all the sisters, are set too. So I would want to get all you guys' like at least a house or a property or something. Buy a neighborhood. Right, just get a little neighborhood and yes. I'm over here so excited. But other than like a house, I don't really have like a dream car like Neil might have, but this is me. Yeah. We're talking about me here. I'm doing. Yeah. I don't really have a dream car. So I think a house would be my first. Yeah. Okay. And you?
A driver.
Sorry. You had that ready.
I already knew my answer. A driver.
That's good. A cook.
I hate driving.
I would love to get a cook. Just to feed
me.
That's
my second.
Yes.
But the first thing I would get is a driver because I don't like driving. And a driver and then driver. Number one
That's
is
a good
driver.
One. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my first.
Yep. I like that. Before a house.
Yes. Driver. Yeah. Yes. The money's there for life.
True.
You know?
Yes.
I could go find a house. Yeah, I could build a house. Whatever.
Yeah.
But a driver? I would, Yeah. Who's gonna take me to all my appointments?
Exactly. Who's gonna make you, or who's gonna take you to all the open houses?
Yeah, driver. I need a driver, you guys. I hate driving.
You don't care, like you wouldn't care about getting a car. You just get like a limo or like a
maybe a car. A simple car.
Yeah,
I don't care. Yeah. Gas? But any car, I don't care.
Nice. Would it be like a 24/7 on the clock, or would you have her be there available for you at a certain time?
Just whenever I need a driver.
Like Uber, like whenever you're ready. Yeah.
So I probably need multiple drivers.
Yeah.
But for sure, a driver.
A driver, yeah.
They could live on the property.
Exactly, right?
Just be my driver. I don't care. Do you?
Yeah.
But just be my driver. But that's like the first thing.
Answer, yeah.
So in these 3 jobs that you had, like looking back, Because I think when you're in the job, you don't notice all the toxicity that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just for you personally, what are the toxic traits for you?
Oh, okay.
You know,
any
like,
job.
yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay.
what's your red
flag? Well, a big one for me after working all 3 jobs, not like singling out a specific one, is like management, like how they come off and like basically describe how they see the company. So I find it a little toxic when the company's like, oh, we're family, we do anything for family, you know, like I see that as like a little manipulation, in a sense of like, if you are not like 100% loyal, then you're doing it wrong, you're, you know, in the wrong or something.
You're not family anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, so I see that as a red flag.
There needs to be that line.
Yeah, like that personal boundary. Like, this is for work, this is business, and this is my personal life.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
So there's been a lot of jobs.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like, I think with any job, like communication between like management and, you know, who you manage needs to be like good communication.
Like transparency?
Yeah. So like if there's lack of transparency, lack of communication, I feel like that's a toxic trait of a work environment.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like if you like start to feel unsupported, that's another one. Yes. Like if you just feel like no matter what you bring to the table or what, you know, there's just no support.
Yes.
That's another one.
Yeah. Bouncing off of that, the whole like, I don't know if it's like a generational thing, but for myself at least, and like my like same peers, I guess, we like praise and we like all that, you know. I can take criticism and all that, like please tell me when I'm messing up and I'll fix it. But when I'm doing a great job, let me know too, so I know, you know, like,
you know you're doing a good job.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'll keep doing a great job because of that.
Because then you feel appreciated.
Exactly.
Versus, oh, you ain't gonna tell. But if I'm doing something wrong, you're quick.
You're quick to tell me.
Quick to tell me. You know.
Yeah. So that is also a big one.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember in one of my previous jobs, a big thing of mine, like when I was already over it, you know, mentally over it, my attendance was really bad. So I would clock in late, or, you know, like I would wake up late, whatever. So, during that time, I remember I was trying for a promotion. So I was like, okay, I have to fix my attendance, make sure I'm on it. But during the time, every time I was late, you know, I would always get talked to, a write-up, you know, because it was their job. They had to talk to me. And then for like a good month or 2, I was like good with my attendance. I was on it. I was freaking tired, but, you know, I was good. And then one of my favorite managers had approached me and was like, hey, listen, like, I just wanted to let you know that I see that you're improving and, you know, good job. And I was like, you know, thank you for that. You know, like, that means a lot, you know, so, but yeah.
I guess, also, like favoritism is another one.
Like politics?
Oh, okay. Yeah. And, you know, especially with like people that have been there for a while and then, you know, they've developed their relationship. And like, people aren't dumb. People see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't act like there's not. Because we all see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, with all that being said, I feel like if you're dreading to go to work and you're just like depressed or you have like anxiety and you're like overworking yourself to make them see you're doing a good job, if they're not acknowledging that you're doing a good job and you're on your stuff and you're on your ish and you just don't get any appreciation, leave.
They do not deserve you.
Yeah. You don't deserve that. You deserve a lot better, and trust me, there's better.
Yes.
You know?
And trust me, in their eyes, they don't see you as a person. You are just another number to them, that you're replaceable.
Yeah.
So treat them as replaceable as well.
at a job that I was at, like people would be like, "Oh, we're gonna leave," and the boss would be like, "Where are you gonna go?"
Yeah,
anywhere, but here.
Yes, I had a job that was like, you know, those toxic relationships where it's like, oh, you'll never find someone like me. Yeah, same exact thing. Like, where are you gonna go? This is where, you know, you're taken care of here. Did it like no.
But I'm dreading coming here. Exactly. I hate coming here.
Exactly.
There's always somewhere better.
Yes.
Okay, like don't let somebody tell you different.
Exactly, because the money is out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Start a business, but go somewhere else. Go where you're gonna feel happy. Like they're not gonna be loyal to you like you are to them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I think that's what I've like learned. Like none of my jobs deserved me to stay there as long as I did. Like one job I stayed 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, this one I was there for like 4, almost 5.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just who I am. That's my work ethic. I'm loyal, you know. But they don't deserve that if they're not giving you what they need to give you.
Exactly. If they're not
giving you that good feeling of like, oh, you enjoy going to work, or like the only thing that I loved about going to work there where I was at was my coworkers, my office mates.
Yeah.
Like I literally went to work because of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, and just so if you get that where you feel like, oh,
why am I going?
Yeah,
why am I here?
Or you're calling in because you don't want to deal with it.
Finding excuses to call in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just makes you anxious and depressed and leave.
Just go find a job.
Honestly, there's something like just look and I guarantee you'll find something.
Yeah. Because the big thing, at least at my old job and like with other of my past coworkers, a big thing that stopped them was family. So your advice, having Jordan and you leaving your security job, what can you say to like people like that who are holding on to a toxic job because of
they have to support a family?
Yeah.
I feel like if that's the case, don't not look. I feel like look for a job. And maybe not just abruptly leave like I did. Yeah. But and this is the first time I've ever done that. I've always made sure I had like something lined up. But if you are like the person that needs it because you're the one like the main income and main supporter of your family, I feel like line something up and then leave.
Yeah.
You know,
like keep looking. Like there's no harm in looking. Look. Yeah.
There's something out there. So I feel like line something up before you leave, but definitely leave. You know, you'll find something. It's there.
Yeah.
Don't feel obligated to stay. If something happens to you, they don't care.
Yeah. So find a career, I guess, that will find that work balance life so that you're not always working and missing out in your life. Yeah. Because
like whatever you feel you're missing, find a job that's going to give you that.
Yes.
Find your passion.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be what you're doing now. Like if you want to pursue something else, pursue it.
Yeah. Because
there's going to be something in that field, you know?
Exactly.
And if there's nothing, then you can be the first one, you know?
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be, like, you don't have to go back to school and do the whole 4-year thing again. Like, there are a lot of things you can do without a degree. And a lot of people who have, like, those high-paying jobs are working in a field that they didn't even go to school for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just
There's
about
a lot.
Yeah. It's just about networking and, you know, like, finding connections and all that. So
and I feel like possible. Even through like the pandemic, so many people started their own business because of like their corporate jobs left them like high and dry because it was pandemic, you know. And it was like, oh, we're not gonna pay you, you know, because you're not working.
Exactly.
But I mean, people found like what they're passionate about. You know, people became home cooks or people became like caterer, you know, or baking, you know.
Exactly. Started their own little thing.
Yeah. So there's always something if you want to pursue something else.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't let it
hold you back.
Don't hold back. I'm sure it's scary because I was definitely scared, but like I don't have anything to regret right now.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And And it's okay to change your profession if it's not bringing you joy. Because then you, like, that feeling you get, or, like, if you're depressed or anxious or angry, you know, that goes into how you're treating other people
around you,
you know, like nobody want to be around you,
exactly,
you know? Ooh, yeah. Or you might, like, put it off, like, how if you're angry, you're like, what is that called, where you're, like, putting it on your wife, husband, you know,
you're taking
your kids, you're taking it out on them. You know, like, they don't deserve that.
Exactly.
And then don't settle. Find your, what is it, niche.
Yeah,
find your niche.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much to do. There's so many, like, if there's a hobby you want to, like, make professional.
Yeah.
Photography.
There are, like, some computer stuff, like typing. Like, I know there's, like, a job where you can watch videos or movies and type the caption. Yeah, like,
and then you can get paid
make money for that. Yeah. So just saying, there's so many options out there.
Or even reading a book.
And then
like, doing the audio for a book.
Ooh, I want to do that.
You can get paid to do that.
Yeah. That's
so cool. I mean, there's stuff out there. So if, like, what you're doing now is not making you happy,
there is something out there.
There's something that's going to make you happy.
Yes,
you know?
Exactly.
But yeah, you guys, that's our career talk.
Yeah, we just wanted to, like...
Probably long. Yeah. Long AF.
But still, we just wanted to make sure to get that off our chest, because we are both in that part of our lives where we, like, left a toxic environment and then started a new thing that we were both unsure about, but we are now both very happy in our decisions.
Yes.
So if you are feeling any type of way about your current situation, about possibly leaving or trying to leave, or you don't know what to do, please feel free to let us know, or, you know, contact us and then ask for advice, and we'll be willing to help.
Or if you want to know about aesthetics and how she went about it, or nursing. I mean, I can tell you, I went to school a long time ago, but I'll try to give you the best information I can.
Like her journey and, like, what she would do different, or, you know, and same for me. Like, there are things that I wish I knew before I signed up for school, so I could have done it a different way. But we can get into that another time.
But okay, you guys. That was us ranting, raving.
About
just talking.
Yes.
About careers and stuff. So, I mean, if you have any advice as well, let us know. Okay, you guys, thank you again for joining us this week on your morning cup of Joe
and Jiz. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on all our Instagrams and our TikToks and all the social media places. You know,
podcast platforms.
Yeah, we are all. The audios are on all podcast platforms. Oh my goodness. And and we post every Friday. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. And then our IG and TikTok is at Cup of Joe and Jiz.
Yes. Yeah, and then you can DM us any questions or topics you might want us to talk about, you know.
I've gotten a few, so we're going to get to those.
Oh, we are? Oh, we have? Oh, good.
Yeah,
okay.
I've already had a couple of,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll get to those. Be patient.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you again. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
You want to say bye, Jordan?
Yeah. Bye. Subscribe to my channel.
Bye, guys.
Okay, bye.